Welcome, fellow fans and collectors, to another Transformers unboxing. Today we have Transformers Voyager class Studio Series Transformers the movie Constructicon Scrapper. Of course, it's now no longer branded as Studio Series 86. It's just Studio Series Transformers the movie, because Studio Series is encompassing quite a few different lines at the moment. Everything from any of the movies to any of the video games. Plastic is back. We have some artwork here of Scrapper. Wraparound artwork to the side here. A little bit of cityscape there. Transformers Studio Series. We have a little artwork from the movie where Devastator is throwing sludge at Slag. Product shots of Scrapper. 17 steps. It says 1 of 5. I guess they probably copied and pasted that over from the aerial bots to the Studio Series. It should be 1 of 6. There's actually 6 Constructicons. Wow. There's some legal here. Devastator on the side. 1 of 5 again. 1 of 6. Transformers movie Studio Series. Transformers movie. Constructicon Scrapper. Takara told me that. It's a lot of repeating. It's packaging art. So let's get the crack in this guy open. As I do so, I invite you to hit like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. I do come back with videos as often as I get figures, which some say is too often. Oh, that's some garbage. I'm just gonna leave that in there. I don't keep the boxes, so we'll leave this here. I think Scrapper is the leader of the Constructicons. I can't say for certain. There's instructions. I may or may not need that. There's the box. Let's get let's pop out the accessories first. Yeah, I don't know if he's I always thought of him as leader, but I'm not sure if he is leader or not, to be honest with you. Just like with the Insecticons, I'd say Bombshell is a leader, but sometimes it's not Bombshell. Alright, that is empty. So we have this giant piece of gun, or of course, Devastator's gun. Then we have the cannon piece for Devastator's gun. So we got some accessories for Devastator here. Then we have Scrapper's gun. Unlike the Combiner Wars Devastator, these actually come with individual weapons for the individual bots. So that's 1 plus. There's going to be quite a bit of difference between this and the Combiner Wars Devastator. I don't have mine anymore to compare. I got rid of it in anticipation of this because I wanted my individual bots to be better articulated, which this one promises. And let's just rearrange that there to get it to look like profile. We're not doing that. We wanted to do that. I guess that's right. Get this guy to stand here. The nice thing, a lot of these new bots stand really well. So there we have Scrapper. Let's get a little more light on him. Let's lower this to his height. Get a full view. And let's give him his gun. That fits in there kind of oddly, but it does fit in there. It's a little high, if you understand what I'm saying. It's a little high, is how recessed his hands are. And have a look at the head. It's on a ball joint. Nice Scrapper looking. Very on character model. He could T-pose. Can T-pose. We got a swivel. We can do a 360. Moving a little bit away from the backpack. Bicep swivel. Elbow. He's trying to transform. We get a full 360 on the bicep. The elbow that far. The hand went in, so technically you can move the hand that way because of transformation. We have, oh, now it clicked in place. Oh, it looks better back that way. No bicep swivel or ab crunch. We do have kick forward, kick backward, and do full splits. We do have a thigh swivel, mushroom pegs, knees. Would he be able to sit? He does have enough clearance that he might be able to sit if it wasn't for this bit here. All right, so we have the knees forward, backward. We have rockers and toes forward, so we can do that. All right. Have a look at the bot. Nice paintwork here. Nice shiny emblem. Is that a sticker or is that Tampo? That's a Tampo. Unlike Bone Crusher, who is primarily green, the purple is very present with this guy. So he does stand out more. Has better color blockage breakup. Nice wheels, chrome there. Yeah, overall the character model is pretty spot on. It looks good. I like it. I mean, I would like a swivel for the waist, and it looks like they could have put one in there, but they didn't. Probably parts count wise, or transformation reasons. We'll find out why in a little bit. But yeah, he looks pretty good. More parts count than he's a Voyager, so he should have more parts count and more posability than the others. So let's pause for a moment. I'll come back with the transformation. All right, transformation is pretty straightforward, a little more straightforward than I thought it was going to be. First off, we'll start with the hiding of the hands and the head. That just pops forward, pops back. Our next, we're gonna pop out this. We're just gonna pull that forward for now. Rotate that. I don't know what you're gonna call it. That piece forward around. Now we're gonna go for the feet. Split them up like so. We're gonna take this piece and that piece. Now we're also gonna make sure we take this into this hole here. That goes in that hole there. You're gonna hear a little snap when that happens. And then we're gonna fold these over top. Now this should sit high. Oh, before we do that, let's peg these together. It'll be easier to do before we slide it up. Now we'll spin them up. That has to sit into there. At this point, we'll take the arm, bend it up backwards, and then this is just going to clip into that hole. That small peg there going to fit into that hole. Same with this side here. Then that goes down like so. Push these two sides in. And let's finish the back here. As we see, there's a I'm going to call it a hole there. So we got to make sure these are lined up exactly to slide into that. There we go. And there's also a peg at the wheel where it has to fit in there. You can't see it at any point of the transformation, but it's there. But once it's all together, make sure everything's snapped together properly and held together tight. You should roll pretty easily. If not, we got something a little looser, out of whack here. There we go. He does roll pretty well. And use a scoop. Now, to store the weapons on him, there's a tab right here at the bottom of this. That just goes in this tab here. We can take the gun, pop that into that peg on the side. Take the cannon piece here. There is a hole here and a tab there. We just tab them in together. And that is how it shows us to store it. Pretty easy. As for why he doesn't have a waist swivel, I have no idea. The structure vehicle on this has some tooling. The canopy looks very boring to me. I think I like Bone Crusher's construction vehicle better if it wasn't for these wheels. These are nicer wheels. It is accurate to the cartoon model. That's what it's going for. It just doesn't feel like it has a lot of detail. I mean, he's nice. Big teeth. But yeah, it's accurate to the model, so I can't really complain about that. It just feels slightly disappointing. I don't know why. I have no idea why. And the transformation is super easy in my opinion. Let's transform back and let's talk about scoring. He does roll very nice. Alt mode, I'm going to give him a 4. Something just feels lacking in it. I'm not sure what it is. It just feels lacking to me. It's a good representation of him in vehicle mode, but it feels like there could have been more. Alt mode, or bot mode, looks great. These are tight. There we go. That's gonna be a 5. I have no qualms whatsoever regarding his bot mode. In fact, it's really nice looking. Transformation. I said it's very easy. I'm gonna give it a 3. It's easy. There's some surprises here and there, some differences. But nothing super complicated. So it's gonna have an average of 3. And price point $34.99. And I give him a 4. That's just the price point we're working with right now. Unfortunately, it's going to be that price. So 4, I'm going to give the average. He would probably get a 5 if he had a waist swivel or some wrist movement other than the transformation sequence. And it feels like for Voyager they could have put a little bit more in there for that. So, alt mode 4, bot mode 5, transformation. We'll give transformation a 4. And then 4 for price points. So he's going to be a 4, a solid 4. I say get him. He's probably going to be harder to find because he is a Constructicon. I've seen deluxe waves here and there. And, yeah, most of the, any of the Constructicons are all gone from what I've seen of the Studio Series waves in store. But just keep your eye out for him. I'm sure he'll be around. Like I said, get him if you need him. But at this point, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you are still watching, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel greatly. If you want to help me monetarily, feel free to hit up the tip jar in the description below. But as always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.